Good day, YouTube. You joined me today while I'm with my newly purchased 120 series Prado. So this is a 2003 KZJ 120. Pretty much means it's got a 3-liter 1KZ engine in it. It's a turbocharged diesel. This is an early 120 series built in 2003. And this is not one of the D4D models. The D4D models were introduced in 2006, and I made a conscious decision to purchase a 1KZ. This is my third 1KZ. The first was a 95 series. The second was a 120 series of the same year, 2003, white in color. And starting that was one of my biggest mistakes, and I'm looking at potentially making this my long-term four-wheel drive weekend cruiser. Yeah, let's get into it. This was purchased from Pickles Auctions in Western Australia as a crash damage unit. If you come around here this way, we'll note that we've got a broken left side headlight. We've got some damage to the grille on the left. This bonnet's scraped up on this end. I'll get to that in a bit. The bonnet protection is damaged as well. And this bull bar has shifted 100 millimeters to the right. So there's some work there. This is an Ironman unit, pretty decent in general, and I think we'll be able to sort that one out. The good thing is none of the plastic bits, which are really hard to source, have been damaged, and hopefully we'll be able to straighten that up and reuse it. You'll notice here that we've got a flat tire. That's because the vehicle's been here for about a month, and we've had to move it around a little bit, and I think due to some construction waste on the property, we've managed to puncture that tire. The tires are all in need of replacement, and I've got a set of tires to go with that. Go on here. We'll use the same stock rims, and we'll get some tires on there. There's some damage here, a little bit of scrapes on the left front door, and we've got some damage here on the left side fender here at where the indicator lens is, and just here at the front. I think this will be able to pop out. We'll be able to repair this panel. I do have a replacement headlight and grille to go on, albeit it's a black grille off a GX, and I think in the long term I'm going to try to get rid of as much chrome as possible, so we'll deal with it when it happens. This bonnet, I believe, was damaged at the auction house. Doesn't look like it incurred damage during the accident, but if you look up here, if I try to close this bonnet, you'll notice that it doesn't close. The auction house did have pictures with the bonnet open, which means that they forced the bonnet open and they forced it closed. So I think that might straighten out, but if not, the bonnets aren't too difficult to source. We should be able to get that done. Just a little bit more about the vehicle. Let's see if we can get in here. So this is a 1KZ engine. It's an intercooled turbocharged 3-liter diesel. Not much to tell about it. Looks like it's had a fair service history. Looks like someone's taken care of it at points in its life. There's a little bit of neglect here and there, but we'll be able to sort most of it out. It looks like it's had a timing belt. We'll show you that in a bit. There's a leak from the intercooler hose there, very, very common. We'll be able to get that sorted. It's been parked off for about a month, and this started right up, so I think the starter battery is all right. It's got a leisure battery in here as well, and we're going to be changing that out for lithium. That looks like an old AGM battery, but we'll pull that out. We're gonna do a whole 12 volt setup on this, and just there you'll see that we've got a timing belt sticker at the 302,000 kilometer mark. We're about 20,000 plus at this point. That was done in 2023, so we've got a whole lot of life left on that. It doesn't look like it's had a difficult past. It doesn't look like it's been off-road heaps, but it's still going to be an old four-wheel drive, and I'm expecting to have to do quite a bit to it. Lucky enough to have a safari snorkel on this one, so that's it's about $500 in value there. It's got a 2-inch lift. They look like king coils. And probably not the best option for off-road, but it'll suit me fine. I mostly just drive on the beach. It's got a decent stance in general, not too bad at all. You'll notice here that this is a brand new spare wheel. We looked at this previously. We took the cover off. I'll show you that in a bit. And this spare wheel is probably the one. If you look just down here, that's the 15th week of 2003, and that's probably been the tire on there since the time this vehicle left the factory. So we're going to be putting a set of 4 tires on, and we'll get one of the best existing tires onto the spare. But it's nice to have a nice fresh tire there. We'll get into the boot. Let's do the boot. Can you just hold on to that for me? A little bit dusty. The vehicle does need a really good clean. It's missing its 3rd row seats. I managed to get a set off Facebook Marketplace for something like $20. That's the spare wheel cover. Pretty decent condition. It's still alright. Hasn't cracked up yet. Not a lot to tell. There's a socket there, 12 volt socket. That's probably for a fridge or something, and that's probably linked to that secondary battery. We're gonna be redoing all of that, so watch the space. Standard tow receiver there, and we'll just put a recovery hitch on that. Unlikely to tow with this just yet. Interestingly, this fuel flap doesn't stay closed, and a little bit of red dirt in there. Clean that out and work out what's going on. There's normally a bit of like a solenoid in there, and something's just not working the way it's meant to. We'll get that sorted. Very dirty around the side. A little bit of construction dirt over there because we had to drive this over the rubble this morning to get a video of it. Lots of previous owners' stuff in here. If you're the previous owner, get in touch and I'll try to get some of your stuff back to you. Unfortunately, with the way the auctions work, people don't generally get to empty their vehicles off. It probably got towed away and from the accident, and the previous owner probably never got to even see it. Yeah, the back's pretty decent. No major wear and tear or anything. Does need a really good clean. Probably a nice set of mats. I'll clear out. There are lots of gloves and things in here. There was a Bunnings umbrella in here as well that we've taken out. So if you're the previous owner and you want your stuff back, I'll fair trade you for the spare key. Just give me the spare key, and yeah, you can have all your bits back. I'd like to get in touch if this used to be your baby. Yeah, please make contact. In the usual 120 series Prado fashion, you'll see up here that we've got a cracked up dashboard. $1,400 from Toyota, excluding shipping. Really like to buy one of those. Probably down the line. I've got a Kenwood aftermarket stereo in here, all very dusty. Really does need a good clean, doesn't it? I've got some wet wipes in there, some gloves in here, a whole lot of receipts and a service book. The service stamps aren't as nice as I'd expect, but they do exist. Up at the top there, you'll notice that the sunglass holder is damaged, and yeah, we're gonna have to get that sorted. It won't pass an inspection in that manner. There's a whole lot of stuff in here as well. Don't really know what those are, mint sweets or something. Not willing to try. We've got some really old King's neoprene seat covers here. I like the neoprene seat covers. They have preserved the seats really well, although the driver's side bolster is worn out. I've ordered a new set of these very same King's seat covers, so yeah, we'll be showing that to you at a later point. Some scratches down the side here. Really, again, four-wheel drive, not terribly fussed about aesthetics, but it'll be nice to get that sorted. It looks like this arch molding's popped out a bit. I've got some of those clips and hopefully we'll straighten that out with some heat. And there, right about there, you can see just how much that bull bar's shifted. We'll be able to get that bull bar straightened out, hopefully. See if we can maybe pop this in here, show you where some of that damage is. Yeah, there you can see that bent bull bar bracket right there, and similarly it's bent on the left hand side. So here we've got these illuminator LED driving lights. I believe these are very old King's units. Those are going to come off. I don't really like these 9-inch driving lights on the KZ. The KZ has I guess a history or reputation rather for cracking cylinder heads, and I'll do whatever's possible to try and keep this as cool as I can. It's a little bit difficult to show you this, but I'll try. Just down there somewhere. It's a bit dark. Let's see if we can get in there a bit better. No, I can't. It's really hard to show you this, but this vehicle does have 3-inch exhaust. I think you can see the start of it just near the center of that picture. Let's get out of there again. So yeah, 3-inch exhaust does help get some of the heat away from the turbo. And yeah, it's quite an expensive item, and I'm glad to have that already done. So yeah, some of that driver's seat wear, very common on a 120 series Prado. It's not as bad as some of the ones I've seen. We'll get that. There's about $15 to $20 worth of foam from Clark Rubber. We'll get that repaired, probably do a video on that. Let's get in here. So the steering wheel's got some normal wear and tear, but not as bad as some of the others I've seen. We'll just put a new cover on there. For anyone that's interested in Australia, Kmart do a really good steering cover, a leather one for something like $13. Let's turn the key then. We've got 320,000 kilometers. My previous one was at about 385 when I sold it. And let's give that a start. Started right up. Those cracks I was talking about, they run all the way down here. Not very nice to look at. So long term, I want to get that replaced or covered up. This master switch, electric window switch modules loose. That's also a failure on the roadworthy, so we'll get that sorted. Interestingly, if you go online and try to buy an aftermarket one, they're all sort of made for the left-hand drive market. So just be careful if you're trying to buy one of these. Make sure that you get it the right way around. They're really cheap, but all the ones I've seen like AliExpress and Temu and eBay seem to be for left-hand drive cars. All the windows open and close. We've got some privacy tint all the way around. Hopefully I won't be asked to take that off when we go to the roadworthy. Yeah, I'm overall quite pleased. It's in a lot better condition than my previous one was, except that my previous one didn't have a cracked dashboard. So I'm really quite eager to get into it. I think the first order of business is to repair the accident damage, and once we're done with the accident damage, then we'll start to get this vehicle ready for a big trip in about 8 months time. And I've already purchased a whole lot of equipment and things that will go in here. So if you like this content, if you're interested in where this is going to go, what this is going to cost, especially if you're in Australia and you're keen to do something like this, yeah, do like, subscribe and comment. Give us an idea of what you want to see us do with this, how much of the build you want to be involved in, and yeah, we'll do our best to keep you involved. Let's have a look up on the roof then. Yeah, it's not your usual Australian sunburnt paint. I mean, there's a lot of swirls and it's a dark color, 22 years old, so we're gonna get some of that. It looks like it used to have a roof rack on here at some point. There's all these rubbers are just so loose here. There's a bit of glue in the channel, no sign of rust. Yeah, you can see there the mounting holes have been shut with some kind of adhesive. So yeah, very exciting. Somebody said to me on the Prado, one of the Prado Facebook pages, when I put a post in hoping to track down the previous owner, because I get really sentimental about my cars. I'd like to know what the history of this vehicle might have been, and yeah, it would be amazing to talk to the previous owner. And someone said to me, "Oh, are you really excited about a pickles car?" But it's not just a pickles car to me. This is a rescue. If someone like me didn't buy this car, it'd be at the wreckers, right? I think we all sort of understand that. It'd end up at the wreckers, and you'll be inquiring about buying bits of it. I think we'll give this vehicle a whole new life. I can certainly do that. If you've seen some of my content, you obviously understand that I have the ability of giving this vehicle a new life. Yeah, but look, this is it. I'll probably leave it there. I think it's a good introduction to the new project. And yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing from all of you. So yeah, do get in touch. Tell me what you think about this project. I know the thought of the accident repair is probably daunting for some. The potential for issues around registration also daunting for others. 320,000 Ks, oh, that's also off-putting to loads of people, but not really off-putting to me. Incidentally, I looked at my very first Prado this morning. Mate brought it by, and it's approaching. I think it's going to take over the 400,000 tomorrow, and yeah, exciting. I find that really exciting. The fact that these vehicles can just go on and on and on proves that with the good maintenance, we're probably quite safe in terms of what could go wrong. All right, so thanks again for watching. We'll have another video when we get the bull bar off, and yeah, we'll look forward to hearing from you. Please like and subscribe. Send us your comments. I'd like to hear what you think about this new project. Thank you and bye.